Action.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene in the living world of darkness. Tonight, we have Tom Dooley checking out a location that Jericho asked him to look at because it's connected to a murder case that Jericho is investigating. Um, at this point, Tom is currently heading
Uh,
over to the area.
I'm I'm actually at the chantry. I'm gonna do some preliminary stuff before I head out there.
That's completely fine. What are we doing tonight?
Okay. Um, Tom is actually going to do a couple of things. He's going to set up his shields before he heads out because he doesn't know what to actually expect out there and doesn't want to leave himself wide open.
Good call, good call. All right, let's make some rolls.
Okay. So first he's going to do his prime shield. Um, um, and the way that he does this is he closes his eyes and he ponders um, the rune of Suelu in his mind's eye, which is the rune of summer and all things happy and positive. And he's going to take his time with this.
Okay, so taking your time, you're is going to lower the difficulty by one.
Well, I'm glad I didn't watch, but can I continue to do it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. He doesn't know why, but the energy just doesn't seem to be flowing as quickly as it usually does.
Hmm.
Okay, that's two nines. Just to be on the safe side, he's gonna try one more time, just because he doesn't know how powerful whoever or whatever might be over there.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
So, with the taking of time, would this be another two
Yep.
successes or?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's a prime shield of four
Very
that
nice.
he's got. Um, and his mind shield, I think, would be the most appropriate. Okay, so that's two successes. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to describe what he uses to focus on life, or sorry, mind. He visualizes the seer's rune in his mind's eye.
Very cool.
He breathes in and out. So that's three successes on that. Or maybe four, depending on what the difficulty would be, as I'm on the chantry grounds.
It is four. You have enough successes.
Okay,
Definitely. And you are on the chantry.
okay. So now that he feels a little protected, um, he. Do you want me to roll for activating his sights as well?
No, that's fine. I don't mind you just because when it comes to the sites and stuff like that, I'm just like pretty much, whatever.
Okay. So Tom is going to utilize the note board that was discussed, or in fact, he may even start it, as we haven't had that house meeting yet that Alex was talking about. So,
Tom actually will be starting the note board. Surprise, surprise.
okay, so Tom will actually leave a note in a spot where all of his family members, quotation marks, can see it. Have gone to investigate. Insert name of store. Um, Possible connection to insert name of victim, the murder case.
Janice Pennyworth.
Thank you. Actually, just to be fair, because I do have that flaw,
Very true.
I'm going to see if he can remember that.
Straight intelligence roll.
Yep. He's having some really good days lately. So yes, he will remember Janice Pennyworth.
Congratulations.
So if not back in blank, you will know where I am. God's own blessed.
Very cool.
And he will set out with his defenses, and drive to this store, or drive fairly close to the store, find an okay parking spot, and make his way over there.
Cool. It's a common everyday joke shop slash. It's one of those novelty stores you go to get like the fart rocks, and you get like all the gag jokes and stuff like that, and you get stuff like the magic cards and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Am I seeing any true magical resonances or anything that looks out of the ordinary?
well, since you do have your Prime site up, there are a couple things that look suspicious.
Okay.
Like, as soon as you walk into the building, this rune right here is actually hanging from a pendant near the front door.
Memory check to see if he can recognize the rune and its meaning. Even though he can speak it and he can read it, he's been kind of put on the spot.
Yep.
So I'm just, again, solely to be fair.
Oh, it's just out of reach. It's like, oh, it's right there on my tip of my tongue. It's like,
Yeah. Do I get an evil vibe from this magic?
No, you do not.
Okay. Does it have a price tag?
Actually, it does. $5.
Tom is going to pick it up. And actually, this is going to give him a good reason for going in and sort of scoping out the place at the same time. He's going to nab it and proceed to very casually go up to the counter, just letting the owner of the place kind of speak to him.
Okay. It seems like a really nice place, very comfortable, very laid back, um, very very well to do place.
Okay. So, not wishing to appear weird or anything, Tom will give a polite salutation to the individual at the counter.
Evening, lad. How you doing?
I'm quite well, thank you. How's everything for you today?
Going good. Going really good.
I'm so very glad to hear that. Anything interesting going on these days?
A few things. Getting some new shipments in. Got a few things that are pretty nice.
Tom is actually going to attempt to make a good impression.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to use his empathy and sorry about that. It's empathy and charisma, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 if I'm reading my sheet off the Zuder boards correctly. Let's see. And I'm spending a willpower based on the fact that if there are true magical items here, I will want to endeavor to try to be welcomed here.
Okay.
Assuming, of course, I don't eventually perceive some sort of evil from this place.
Right.
But for the moment, he's being quite sincere and laying on the old Canadian charm.
Okay. Oh, the old Canadian charm.
So, assuming it's not super difficult, that is an unbelievable amount of successes.
Wow. Yep, you're getting along like a house on fire.
And, yeah. So, he is the king of the nice people, actually.
Awesome.
So, he will ask about this rune and if it's still for sale and not on layaway for anyone.
Oh no. That's still for sale, lad. It's actually a protection ward against people who might try to do blood magic against you.
Really?
Yes.
That is very unique. You don't see one of these very often.
Old Bailey recipe.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, sir. Have we met before? Your voice seems very familiar. It's very nice to meet you, by the way. My name is Tom Dooley.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is... Give me a second to actually find a piece of paper to write this down because this is going to be a recurring NPC, I feel. Brandon Oldhelm.
It's an honor to make your acquaintance, and I hope that things will continue to go well for you.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Please browse, enjoy yourself, look around.
I certainly will. Thank you. And he'll of course he'll pay for his room before he does that, so that he doesn't forget.
Thank you
Um,
kindly.
thank you. And he'll put the rune around his neck. It's easier to carry that way.
Right.
Out of character, I have an interesting question for you. Does Tom know, in fact, that he is unbondable?
No. There's been no reason for it to come up. I'm going to say that your character is unaware of this fact.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. So he's quite happy with his purchase.
Mm-hmm.
While even the idea of finding it is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just so it is on record and being recorded right now, just to let you know, anytime anyone tries to use any blood magic against you, aka any vampiric thaumaturgical paths, or if they use magic to actually do their magic and stuff like that, you are up. Their difficulty for you to defend against it is at a -1. And if there is no defensive dice, their difficulty to cast it against you is at a +1.
okay. Now would that also when being specifically blood magic, that would primarily be vampiric or maybe um, the necromantic sort of magics.
Well, realize that Alex's magic, the way he casts magic is he actually cuts himself. So he actually uses blood in his magic and stuff like that. So you would actually be at a +1 if Alex ever tried to do something against you.
Okay, I'm. Thank you very much for the clarification. Um, so Tom will browse and just see what he can find and see if he can get a sense of essentially if this place is quite genuine or if there might be something slightly more sinister behind the bookshelf, so to speak.
Go ahead and roll me a perception plus investigation, and I
Okay.
will know what you find.
Okay. Otherwise, though, as far as anyone knows, he's just being
He's
friendly
browsing.
and yep.
Yeah.
Perception. I know I have it. Okay, that's 3 for that, and I believe my investigation is 3 as well. Just make sure so I'm not. Yep. So that's 6 dice.
Holy crap. 5 successes. Jiminy Christmas.
Holy wow!
Wow, Tom's on the ball today.
I know.
But just so Marcus knows what Tom has found, this place is how to put it. This place is a legit joke store, like, but there are pieces of materials out there that you're going like, hey, that's not, right type thing, he shouldn't really know about that type of thing.
Are there price tags on these things?
Some of them, yes, some of them are behind glass.
But that doesn't mean that they're not for sale. It just means that they're valuable. So,
Right. As of current, the things behind glass you cannot see a price tag on.
okay.
But most of the stuff that is behind glass is behind the main counter near the cash register. So,
Of the things in question, um, which are reasonably priced, how many could I feasibly buy this morning?
how many dots and resources do you have?
Not many. He's a student. Let me just check.
Yep.
I think it was 2, but I'm not sure.
Right. Let's just check to make sure because I don't want you to accidentally do something and it come out later that you couldn't have done that because you didn't have the money for it. You know.
Well, I don't want to cheat either.
Right. So.
Occult Avatar. Yes, I have a 2 in resources.
That is awesome. So a lot of the stuff here. Oh, how to put this? Okay, so the stuff that you're seeing behind the glass counter, basically, a lot of that stuff is expensive. It is pretty expensive. But there is a sign that states "willing to work with."
Okay. With certain things that I can buy to show him that I'm a legit customer, I will buy a couple of things. I will also ask him. I will also show an interest in the other things and ask if he would be willing to either A, please allow me to put them on layaway,
Mm-hmm.
or perhaps I could offer him some help um, in the store in order to work some of the value off.
He'll kind of look you up and down. You know, lad, I could use some help around here. I have been rather busy lately, and work has been a bit of a stressor on me lately.
I'm so sorry about that, he says very genuinely.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I could use the help around here. If you're willing to work off your debt, I'll be more than willing to sell you the stuff.
I promise you, sir, you won't regret it. I will also inform him that I'm a university student, so if we could work out a suitable schedule so that I could perhaps arrive after class, it may also allow him to operate a bit later than he usually would, as long as it's not inconvenient for him.
You show up when you show up, and I'll put you to work.
Thank you very much.
But you cannot take the item out of the shop until you've done paid for it.
That makes sense.
So, what is it you would like to be looking at? Now, out of character, there are a couple items behind the desk. There is a book. There are a couple of special-looking sticks. There's some Egyptian stuff. There's some Native American things. And there are... there's one Aztec-looking dagger that really catches your eye?
especially with recent developments. I'm sorry, Jason. Just a sec.
Not a problem. Go for it.
Sorry about that.
No, it's quite all right. We like.
Um, um, I will point out the items in question. And is there any that I can reasonably pay for at the moment so that this fellow doesn't feel like I'm cheating him?
The Aztec dagger you definitely can get right now, but the Aztec dagger, that's about all you're going to be able to get.
Okay, well, I will let him know that I will be happy to pay for the Aztec dagger right now if he has no objections, and I can proceed to work off the other stuff as we go if he likes.
All right, duly noted. You're more than welcome to come back by anytime. If I can go ahead and get your name and if some information so I can put these on hold for you.
Oh, certainly. So Tom will give him his name and his cell number and the store's in public address, correct?
What's that?
His other room is the room above the store that's a public address, correct? Anyone can come into the store?
Yes.
Okay, he will give the address of the store.
Okay. Mike's down.
But are you still able to hear me if I don't hold on to it?
What was that?
Okay. Okay, so he will give the address of the store. He will give the gentleman his cell number.
Okay.
And he will actually show him his schedule so that he can see the days and times that I'm able to come in without any problems. And I will also inform him of the days where I believe I will have a test or exam which will make me late.
Like I said before, sir, just come in. Come in and let's have a good time and we'll work this out.
All right then. I thank you very much.
I thank you too.
Would you like me to start now?
No. I'm getting ready to close up shop pretty soon right for tonight, so don't worry about tonight. We'll start later.
Very good. I will see you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
All right. And Tom will actually head home with his purchases. Very calmly, very much like he belongs there. And he will head off and he will keep his defenses up until he gets to a safe spot so that he knows that there's That there's no one following him via magic.
Use the make a perception plus
Awareness?
awareness.
Now, was that 5 or 6?
Why? For what?
The the perception and awareness.
Why would there be a difference?
Um, I'm okay. So the awareness is 3, and perception is okay. Perception 3, I think, or is it 4 in perception? Oh yeah, sorry, that's right. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. I think. If I'm reading that correctly. Spending willpower point.
Okay.
So I have 3 now.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, look at this. That's 5 successes.
Holy crap. I understand it. Tom's going nuts today on his dice rolls and stuff like that.
Wow. I think this is the luckiest day I've ever had.
Nice. Okay. So no, you're not being followed. You're not being tracked. You're good to go. You're actually really good to go.
Okay. Now, the first thing he's going to do when he gets home is get out of the van, make an offering of thanksgiving to the gods, and immediately look for Alex.
Alex is actually in the kitchen cooking.
Alex is, Tom is actually going to say, "Hey, Alex, you got a minute?"
I will in a few minutes. What's up?
I have like major news, and just for the actual person's ease of mind, can I just fairly say that Tom shares the events with
Yeah.
Alex and shows him the dagger? You might want to have a look at this. This is one of the items I saw in the shop.
Which shop?
And he'll say the name. I've also made an arrangement with the owner to sort of work off a debt on several of the items, which he will mention, which are real items, including this. And he'll show him the medallion.
That's That's a blood protection rune.
I found that out. Yes.
He'll look at it and hold it in his hand. That's done in the style of scrimshaw on actual elephant tusk. Holy crap, that's good work.
Apparently, the gentleman says he made it himself.
That's an enchanter for you.
And um. Oh, so you know him?
Nope. I have no clue who this is, but just by his work, I can tell he's an enchanter.
Okay. I'm not wholly aware if he's aware of what he is. He seemed friendly, and there wasn't any evil vibes in the place.
Okay.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, here's my thought. I will honor the agreement I made with him. I will go into work for him. But if we could organize a way to get at least some of those items out of there relatively soon, even a small amount, so as not to arouse suspicion, that would be great, because those items in the wrong hands could really do some damage.
Okay. How much you need?
He, due to his lightning calculator, he will give him a number.
Alex will write you a check.
Now, needing a little bit of help, what would be the best way to approach this without insulting or scaring the man in question? Because I would intend to still go in and gladly work for him for a bit, but if I came back with a check, it might seem strange. I'm just kind of thinking tactically here.
Yeah. The best thing I can say with this situation is that your employer has asked for these items and these other items. Just pick like a certain amount of items and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Would you feel comfortable maybe going in with me as my employer to add some validity to
Yeah. Let's
the
go
statement?
we'll take care of this tomorrow. For right now, here, I'll hand you a plate of food.
And Tom will take it very gratefully. And even though he's already given an offering of thanksgiving to the gods, he's going to save a portion of his food and give that to the flames as well. Because he's been blessed today.
He has.
He's really been blessed today.
Oh my god, those rolls.
So, from that point, actually, Tom is going to shoot off an email to Jack, aka Jericho, about this and give him a detailed report as he put him on the case in the first place.
Okay.
Um, Tom will actually ask um, him or ask Alex if he thinks it's a good idea to let Jericho know that I've placed myself in a position to buy said items.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My
if
my
we
my my advice when it comes to Jericho, treat him like you would treat me. To a point.
okay, okay, that's just fine. I'm solely asking you as a mentor since I'm not used to this. So I will do as you say. And on that note, if we wanted to end the scene now, would you mind helping me make up a note for him to send him?
Sure. I'm getting ready to probably go into a scene with him in a little bit. Uh, so
Actually, would it be okay if I joined you in that case, even just for that part?
well, let's go ahead and call this scene to a close tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for very much watching this scene. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see what happens with the next scene.
Thanks for watching. And I